Hey there, it's Madison James, and as always, I get to talk to the cool people. So, the cool people that I'm talking with today, all I can say is, Chad, who's on camera right there. Hey, Chad from Nickelback. I'm just going to jump right into it. You used to be like the most hated band, but I'm gonna call them haters because you all were rocking it out, number one after number one after number one. I remember playing when you guys went through that stretch for like 10 years. It was just only Nickelback. Ain't nobody else playing nothing but just Nickelback. So you
Right.
guys had hit after hit. So I look at it like they were hating because they wish they had your success. And you're going to hit them with it again because y'all got a new album out called Get Rollin', and it's already doing well. Number one in Switzerland, right? Also number two across the country. I'm speaking facts, Chad. These are facts.
We just went bronze. We went like some people go gold, some people go platinum. We just went bronze in Switzerland.
How you been, Chad?
Good. It's yeah, good. Nice to not be bad. I'm not even starting with the clickbait. I'll let you drop the clickbait. So
Well,
I'm
I just
excellent.
was speaking facts. I'm just speaking facts because I was looking at. It, I'm like, why does Chad feel that way? And I was thinking, all they did in my DJ Khaled voice is win, win, win. So I mean, you can't help it. You guys created music, and that's why you're going to be going into the Hall of Fame in Canada. Like, so how does all that feel to where you are now? Like looking back on it, taking a pause. Did you ever think you would be here as a band?
No, I thought I'd be in jail. uh yeah, it's been a very long and lovely road. To be able to make music and play music for people, create something, and when you start off in your bedroom strumming your guitar, or singing into whatever, if it was your thumb, or I know girls like to sing into the hairbrush a lot, and that's a
They
thing, right?
do.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
thing.
so what is it? The guys do the same thing, or you guys just kind of
I think
because
I
now that
think
you say that, that's true. I've never thought about
yeah,
it's the
it's
girls with a hairbrush. I've never seen the guys go, let me grab my hairbrush.
yeah,
That's
no,
good.
because
I'm sorry. Let me focus.
yeah, we don't really, we try to go a little more rock and roll, I guess, than that. I guess we try to make our most rock and roll thing, or I mean, I did back in the day, and you try to be just a little more. Yeah, I'm not like mom, where's the hairbrush? But there is a lot of air guitaring, and there's a lot of dumb stuff that humans do to to pretend that you're a rock star, like that you're on stage in front of thousands of people or whatever. I mean, doesn't everyone feel that way? I mean, this is my job and this is what I do for a living, and I
Right.
still feel that way when a song comes on and I sing along with it. I want to be in their band, like whatever band that is or whatever.
Uh-huh.
I'm just like that 13-year-old is still inside of all of us, and you still do the same dumb thing, you know. Like, I mean, isn't that the reason why karaoke's a thing?
I would say, yeah. I mean, karaoke's a thing, and I will say some of the songs that come on at the station here mix. I'm singing it. Thank God the mic is off because for a moment I think I am that person. Then I realize I am not said artist, and I'm just living through them. Like, oh man, I can hit these notes, and then I turn the music down. I'm like, no, I'm not even close to hitting any of the notes. But it
what's
just
your
makes me feel good.
what
Makes
what's
me
what
feel good.
like what's a guilty pleasure for you that that comes on and you're like, I'm gonna hit this note, like I'm gonna hit this note
Okay,
right now.
I think we've all been there.
And
Mariah Carey. Yes, it was
it's that one, isn't
there.
it?
There's Whitney, and then there's Mariah Carey, where all of a
Right.
sudden you think
And
you
you
are
hit that, like,
her, and then you go, no.
you hit that the dog note that Mariah
Hmm.
could hit back in the day.
Yep, I will say that, and also Adele. I'm like, yeah, I'm not rolling in the deep. Let me just
Right.
turn this music back up and do what I do, which is talk. Um, Chad, people may not know this with you, your brothers in the band and your fellas in the band. You borrowed $4,000 from your stepdad. Now, have you paid him back, or are you kind of like, I'll get around to it. Hit me
No,
up
we no,
Christmas.
we yeah, no, he got paid back. I mean, we paid him back, I think. Uh I wish that I wish I'd made that phone call before I did what I did in the previous 48 hours.
Mm-hmm.
And
What did you
anybody from
do?
my small
And
town knows
what did
exactly
you
what I'm
do?
talking about.
Okay. Okay.
So
But
yeah.
you're famous, Chad, so it doesn't matter. You can't go anywhere.
Yeah,
Like that was,
the statute of
yeah.
limitation definitely ran out on this thing. So when I did something really dumb to try to steal $4,000 and got out of a prison cell, and then I'm like, why don't I just call people? Like maybe I should just call somebody instead of like, and so I called my stepfather, who was no longer in my life, but I came up with this whole plan where I'm like, if you lend us $4,000, we'll pay you back $5,000 in 6 months. And he was like, the whole thing was laid out. And, I'm literally just a used car salesman. And so he's like, yeah, the money will be in your account tomorrow. I'm like, why didn't I just go with that one off the bat? Like, why?
Because Chad, let's be
What
honest.
the hell was I thinking? I could have just made a phone call.
We're sitting here talking like we know each other for a minute, but let's get real about it. When we have these thoughts in our head and we go to our parent or our guardian in our life, the scenario is not them going, okay, cool, it'll be in there tomorrow. It's like, let me think about it.
No,
why don't you try something else? You can mow grass, and you're like, well, that's going to take me about 4 years to kind of figure that out, or whatever chore that is. They don't go, sure, it's in your account tomorrow. So, I mean, that's fair, I'd say.
Yeah, I tried to steal a change machine that had $10,000 in it. I've never told anybody this. Why today on Mix 107.9, Charlotte's Best Mix, I'm sitting here telling you.
Because we're having fun,
I've never
Chad,
told anybody this
stuff.
before. Anybody who thought anyone who
about.
thought, they're like, I think he did it.
You would be correct.
I did.
So you guys are going to be going on tour, right? Tickets go on sale tomorrow. My question to you is, now it's a little, I don't want to be like a little different because we the same age, Chad. We're in the same group. So I'm going to just say it what it is. We were before the social media.
There's no way that you're the same age as there's
no way. Chad, I Googled you, sir. You're not that. We're close. We're close, Chad. We're close.
I need to start using more lotion. I got to put on more lotion.
But in the age of social media, how do you feel now that plays differently? Because we were before social media when you didn't have all that extra stuff. And I won't say people had access to you because, people get behind a keyboard and they say what they feel. And we grew up, well, if you don't support me, cool, I don't need your comments. For now, it's, I didn't like that song. I like this song. Why did you write about this? And you should have wrote about this. Or in your case, doing the TikToks. I'm not on that train yet, but you guys are great. Doing the TikToks and all that stuff. How do you think it adds to what you guys bring to the table? Because you're hitting a whole different group. It's like, oh, Nickelback is new. No, kids, they've been around a minute. They're successful.
I think a door was sort of opened, and there was sort of like what was the first thing? Brad. Brad's
I didn't do
there.
It.
Brad's right over there. What was the first thing that happened? Oh, it was a sea shanty thing where these kids from what were they called? The lottery winners? Lottery winners from the UK. That's right. They're fantastic. And it was the guitar player that came up with this thing where he was gonna like turn Rockstar into a sea shanty. And then all these layers of harmonies came in, but it was all him, and it sort of looked like the Brady Bunch. It was like, him doing all the different, but it was really good. Like it was really, really good. And then Brad, this very talented, smart, wonderful human.
I'm gonna need a copy of this interview.
Yeah, you are gonna need a copy of this
interview. Oh, we got it on record, Brad. We got you.
Yeah. He's been working for us for how long? Almost 18 years now. He came to us and he was like, have you seen this? I'm like, no. And he showed it to us, and the next thing you know, we're doing a bit of a collab with this whole thing, and then like we're putting this out on TikTok. I'm like, what the hell is TikTok? I mean, this was years ago.
I'm still like that, Chad. I'm still like.
Anyway, so the next thing suddenly there's this weird positivity coming toward the band instead of negativity, which we've obviously, and you've brought it up
Haters.
so many
Go ahead.
times in this interview.
Haters.
In fact, led off with it, which was so kind of you. Thanks for
Haters.
pulling punches.
Haters. I'll do it. You don't have to worry about it.
Um,
Come for me. I don't care. Come for me.
but we found this softening, and it was really wonderful. And all of a sudden, there was a lot of positivity being spread about the band, and we just sort of, we said we should, jump on this train, because who doesn't want to jump on the positivity train? And we've just sort of been riding this wave, and it's really lovely. It really is, because when you get played on 5 different formats in every single market, and it's tough to get away from, said band that you don't want to hear. It creates more than animosity, and it's just oversaturation. It really is. So we went away for 5 years and just didn't do anything. And the big pause button was pressed on the planet, and we had a pandemic, and we just sort of stayed back, and we were just like, all right, we're just gonna chill. And then we just came out with a new record, and the next thing you know, there's a lot of love for the band, and it was like, where'd you guys go? Make some new music, go on tour, please. And we're like, okay.
Okay, cool. Like I said, it is that maybe, not catch 22, but so many bands, Chad, would love to say, we're on this format, because you work so hard. And I look at Nickelback as a band that's not just one category and that's all you do. So it becomes that people, I feel, and I'm saying it, not you, people I feel are looking like, man, what's that formula? Because they're not in any particular pigeonhole. So right. I again think that's great. So what are we going to hear in this new album? What do you said you had a little break in the pandemic. What sound did you guys go, you know what, we're feeling this?
It was whatever we were like, anything we were feeling that day is what we did. And so, okay. And I love this, that schizophrenic, God, can I even say that anymore? I feel like there's a PR person that's about to say, you can't even say schizophrenia anymore. Like, oh God.
We're the same age group, Brad. I mean, Chad, I understand, Chad.
Like, I was recently told I can't say, oh my God, that's crazy. It's like, you can't say crazy anymore in an interview. I'm like, I can't say crazy? Like, no, because somebody will be offended by the fact that you said crazy. I'm like, oh my God.
We're fine over here. We're fine.
What in the hell? Anyway, so that very schizophrenic nature to that album is kind of, it's indicative of anybody on any given day. It's like in the evening when you're having a couple of drinks and you want to crank it up, we have those, and if there's this middle of the day sort of vibe, and maybe is marijuana legal in the Carolinas?
It's not, but it doesn't mean people don't participate. How about that?
All right. So in Canada now, like, this is crazy. Like, I don't know if you're aware of this or not, but like, if you get caught with 2.5 grams of cocaine on you, you get a ticket.
Excuse me?
That's it. You get a ticket.
Okay.
Look it up.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay,
heroin. It's crazy. But so when I'm talking about marijuana and stuff, and I'm talking about there's a song on there called Get Rollin', or sorry, High Time, where I actually say the line it's high time you and I got rolling. It's a little bit of a double entendre.
A little songwriting talent. Peeping out. Go ahead.
Yeah. Anyway, but I was trying to imagine what it would be like back in like maybe the 70s, and you got this boogie van, and you're just kind of like traveling around America, and you're just kind of going from festival to festival to festival, and you're just sort of picking up hitchhikers, and where they're going to this next show and this next show and kind of thing, and that's really what the song's about. So I really try to just get into that mindset of that sort of thing, just as much as we've got one that is very circa 1980s and what it was like to
Okay.
grow up in the 80s those days. We also have something from the 70s, but I didn't really grow up in the 70s, so you just sort of have to put yourself in that position where you're just sort of trying to really emulate that, like what's going on at that time and how does that feel, and it's fun to be able to do that. It's like I want to say it's like almost like being an actor. You're not really, but you're doing a period piece. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
And so that there's literally so many different things on the record that just take you so many different places, and I love it. I'm really 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 proud of it. And
Well, we're excited about it, and that's why you're going on tour. So tickets go on sale tomorrow, and you guys have got like, when I say the access to it, would it be fair to VIP? That's what it would be. Your VIPers have a
Ye-
chance to go online and get the tickets, Live Nation, all that jazz,
all
and
that
then
jazz.
I won't be like the regular people because I'm the regular people. Then you'll have you can get the ticket. No, but all your fans that have been with you from the beginning, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. You know what I mean,
Yeah.
Chad.
I,
So
I
we've got that. And then you're coming to Charlotte in September. Thank you for adding us. We appreciate it.
it's been a minute. We played a show there one time, and the hell was I doing? I was trying to get a CD out of a CD player, and it wouldn't spit it out. And so I went outside backstage and I smashed the thing on the ground, and I was trying to get it because I really wanted to see. And I was shoving my hand inside, and it just ripped. Like my skin, like my
goodness.
fingers hit, I don't know what it was. And I'm just bleeding all over the place.
You kind of need your hands for what you do.
Yeah, need those. And then and that was like 10 minutes before we went on stage. But I think we played like in a square. Do you guys have a square there? I feel like there's a
I just
town.
moved here, so I gotta figure all that
Where'd you
stuff.
move from?
Atlanta. So I gotta figure.
Atlanta.
Yeah, Atlanta.
Atlanta.
But coming out of the pandemic, things are opening up. So I'm excited because I'll be at the show. And now
Cool.
shows are coming back. So it just feels really good to go out there, go to concerts, and I will let everyone know you have a chance, a little secret experience that you're only going to get it mixed. So I'll leave that right there, and I'll give details more on that experience.
Right
I feel like it's going to be, from what I've seen from meeting you right now, Chad, that's going to be one heck of an experience. I feel like I know you already, and we go way back. But I appreciate you taking the time out to talk with us. Really do appreciate it. You're in your studio in Canada, hanging and chilling. So we appreciate you taking time to talk with us.
You took the time. I get to sit and just sort of do this all day long, and it's like, okay, you got to get in the studio and you have to promote your new record, and you have to promote the tour, and you got to like, I'm sitting here, just I got a coffee and Bailey's in my hand, and we're just talking. That's literally it. And it's really nice to talk to somebody as lovely as you. So thank you so much for taking the time today.
Thank you so much. Tickets go on sale tomorrow, and then hey, can't wait till you come to Charlotte, and we're gonna have an experience. Details coming soon. Thank you, Chad.
Thank you.
Bye.